What's going on, guys? Motorpod are back. Yes, we are officially back. Yeah, I've changed my hair. Got rid of that, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all because they've just recently announced, yes, the F1 team for Channel 4. I have it on my screen. This side. Oh, don't remember which way. Yeah, that way. That way. It's that side. So I can just look through it whilst I'm talking about it. As you may have been aware, DC is before today. DC David Coulthard was the only one confirmed for F1, but now we have the complete team. This is almost as big as the Top Gear team, with one person doing Top Gear and this. Two jobs for one person. This person's getting a little bit greedy, but I'll get on with that. So basically, Susie Perry initially announced not longer that she would not be moving from BBC to Channel 4, so they had to get in a replacement, and obviously DC and Jake Humphrey's company, can't remember the name of it, are doing all the stuff for Channel 4, so there was rumours once DC was confirmed that Jake Humphrey would move from BT to Channel 4. That hasn't happened. They decided to go with someone who used to be part of Channel 4 back in like a decade ago, maybe more, maybe less. Around a decade ago, Steve Jones. I do believe I've seen him. No, he wasn't the one who came in for Isle of Man. But no, he's now apparently frontlining Channel 4's F1. I can understand why Channel 4 have gone for that, because obviously he used to be part of Channel 4 back in the day. But for my honest opinion, he doesn't have, as far as I'm aware, at this current moment, he has to do a lot of research. Obviously, he's got David Coulthard there to help him. Obviously, get up to speed or get on to who else is there to help him as well. But at this moment in time, that is a bad idea. He may come and bite me by the end of the season, or even at starting on the 20th of March, which is 12 days time. Whilst I'll be at home watching it on, because it obviously will be Easter then. Easter weekend, I'll be at home watching it. If I actually decide to go home, I don't know. I ain't said that. Well, I don't know about that. But yeah, obviously he's headlining it with DC with him until he actually goes into the commentary box. Who will be alongside in the commentary box? Ben Edwards. That team has flourished since Martin Brundle moved to Sky. Even though I did like the one season that Martin Brundle and DC did, because they both knew what they were talking about. Obviously, Ben Edwards has done a lot of commentary for ITV with BTCC. So him moving over to Sky, it wasn't really a risk. So when he's obviously flourished with DC there to help him out, obviously them two. Everything's there, they're just enjoying it. So Ben Edwards coming over, perfect. The people talking in the paddock, obviously in the pen, you've got Lee McKenzie, perfect. She's done that since she's come in. I do believe it was 2009 she came in, when BBC first took over, because they got rid of, as Louisa Goodman stayed with ITV to do BTCC with Steve Ryder. She came in, perfect. I think she was 5 Live before she moved to BBC. I may be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. Obviously, she's come over to continue her interviewing, which I think's perfect. There's someone there who's established that the drivers respect and can talk to. Sorry about the cough there. I've been feeling a bit last few days. But I need to get this out because this is, as I say, it's just broke. Obviously, Julian Palmer, when I originally looked, I was thinking, what's he doing? But then it said he'd be giving on the experience of him, obviously, in this first season. And that just reminded me what Lewis Hamilton did for the BBC last season. One name that I was surprised but respected that they've actually got him in is Murray Walker. Obviously, he's had the bad illness over the last year. So he could have been, oh god, we're going to lose a legend. Luckily, he's pulled through, and apparently he's well enough to help do some interviews with the F1 stars, which I think, in my honest opinion, is really good. How they've got these services for that. Well done, Channel 4, for that. One thing I am literally going to lash out at, and I've said this to the people I was with in my lecture prior to recording this, is Karun bloody Shandok. He is the worst ever technical expert they can ever use. Because the fact of the matter is, he knows jack shit. Literally jack shit. He can say, oh, look at this front wing, yeah, that. I could say, oh yeah, that's a new fucking front wing. Oh, it's got 4 elements this race instead of 3. I can say that. Any freaking F1 fan can say that. Tom Clarkson, perfect person to take for the first season. Gary Anderson, I know I think I slagged him off personally. I got my nose there. Yes, still carry on. Yeah, Gary Anderson. He actually was a freaking technical expert at Jordan. Jordan, who's now Force India. He has more fucking technical insight to fucking Karun Shandok. What the fuck are you doing, Channel 4? It's just a waste of fucking space. Obviously, this is my gut reaction to it. Obviously, he may, by the March 20th, when the first Grand Prix in Australia happens, he might have changed my mind. I don't know. I really don't know. Obviously, Susie Wolf coming in, having another person to do specials. Obviously, DC did a lot of that himself, like all the driving last year. Obviously, she's got ties with Williams, so if Williams, if the Channel 4 want, oh yeah, we want this, this, and this from Williams, or we could either hand you DC or Susie Wolf. Obviously, there's friendship there between Susie Wolf and Williams, even though the sacks are off. When I honestly think she could have got in to F1 this season. She could have been, I think she would have done well at Haas or Manor. Haas or Manor would have been perfect for her. Obviously, with Williams Mercedes engine, it should have been Manor. Pascal Wehrlein and obviously Susie Wolf would have been perfect, but that's just me. Alain Prost, the Professor, I don't know what his deal is yet currently. Obviously, very 4-time world champion, nicknamed the Professor. He could probably give more technical insight than Karun. So let's see what his role fully is of that. Bruno Senna has done, obviously he's joined the team. He did some welcome to Sao Paulo. What could you do when you're here? Obviously with Sky F1 last season and the last few seasons whilst he's been doing Formula E, the World Endurance. Karun Shandok, I do believe, was shipped out of Formula E, I do believe, if I remember rightly. But anyway, stuff like that. I can't remember if I talked about Mark Webber. Obviously, the current World Endurance Champion driver with Porsche, as they won it last year. Obviously, him doing his insight, I think, with Malaysia, with this little pill they had in his hand. How apparently that helped him out. And obviously, last but not least, this person. How the hell he's got 2 bloody jobs, I do not know. How he's going to fit that all in, I do not have a clue. It's the main man himself, EJ, Eddie Jordan. Yes, guys. I actually predicted him to be joining full time, actually being at the races just to help whoever will be presenting. Obviously Susan Perry said no, but obviously with this, he's decided, right, I've already got this job at Top Gear, and I'll do selected races for you. And I'm thinking, why the hell would you do that? If you've already got a job with the BBC, why the hell would you go with Channel 4 as well? But he knows his stuff. I'm not going to complain about what he's doing. If he wants to do what he's doing, fucking go for it. Go for it. But I felt when it was EJ, DC,
that chemistry was great because Eddie Jordan will say something and Lisa said, no, this is what it's supposed to be. Then it's back and forth, and like Susie Perry hardly kept him in line. Sheik Humphrey more or less did, but not as well. And I'm actually terrified for Steve Jones when them two are there. Boom, 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 boom. Hopefully Susie Wolf's there. Susie can kind of calm them down. So yeah. Anyway, that's the team currently. Obviously, how this dynamic's going to work. Obviously, you got past BBC people like Lee, Ben, EJ when he's there. Obviously, DC. Murray to extent has done some stuff for the BBC. Obviously, he did stuff with. He was part of the Legends with Murray Walker went and done some stuff for Sky a few times. We just sort that out whilst I'm doing it. Well. But yeah, this is going to be interesting to see what is going to happen. Don't worry, the link to the profile of the Twitter of Channel 4 in the description below, as well as the profiles. I'll make sure they're not going to be in the eye up there, because I keep forgetting to do it up there. It'll be usually eyes usually about there. I would do it there, but I just can't be bothered. I've got a load of stuff. I've got a load of university stuff to do, but I had to do this. I had to do this today, because if I did do it today, I probably would have forgotten. And I did say in the first video, which I'll also try and link in the description. I need to find where that is. The video, then link that in the description, where I talked about who would be in the F1 team. So that's it for me. Next time you'll probably see me will be on Friday, or whenever it is, where I face Golden Goal FM again. Yes, he wants revenge after what happened in the Challenge Series in up to December, so September and December. He wants some revenge, and he apparently says I know it. And obviously, my last video I was with prior to this was on the PGUK network. On the server was the Yogscast Pack, which was the server, which is now gone. And apparently stuff with that. I'm not really going into it because I still don't understand the full story. But anyway, that's enough for me. I've been Motor Potter. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. I will be doing more, don't worry. I will be doing more videos soon. Like if you've enjoyed this. Obviously, start a discussion about this. Who you think of this, obviously, because this is my knee-jerk reaction within like an hour or two of it actually coming up. But yet, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe for more. I've been Motor Potter, and I'll see you when I see you. Ta-da.